Hey everybody, it's Friday, February 9th, about 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Got several things to go over in this video. I want to start with water anomalies. We're going to go from here to what look like little alien creatures growing on blades of grass, just in one little area. But the area is in Ocala, Florida, where we recently saw what looked like a fleet of flying machines going over Ocala on February the 2nd, just about a week ago. New water anomalies to share with you guys. And I understand that there are some newer water anomalies, maybe not new to you guys, but new to me, from Australia, Maui, Hawaii, Virginia Beach, Virginia, New York, which I was kind of familiar with those, in the harbor. A couple times ferries got stuck in the New York harbor. So I was somewhat familiar with the situation in New York, but I may need updated. So if any of you guys have information on the river, from what I understand, in Australia, and the other anomalies that I mentioned in Maui, Virginia Beach, and New York, if you have information that you could share with me, whether it's a story, maybe a picture, that would be awesome. I'll update the map. But I've updated the map right now with two new instances that were shared with me today, from actually one yesterday and one today. Shreveport, Louisiana, a river that looks extremely low, and a very low high tide in Stuart, Florida, right here. Person sends in the photo and they said that the high tide was 2 feet low, according to the viewer's picture. And here it is right here. This is a picture of a canal, and the tide should have been well up here, which it, according to the viewer, normally is. But for some strange reason, today the high tide was about 2 feet low. Didn't make much sense. And that was in Stuart, Florida. That would be on the Atlantic side, on the eastern seaboard. This is a river called the Red River in Louisiana, near Shreveport, Louisiana. As you can see, it's clearly missing some water in this location. Here's the original picture shared with me yesterday, and the river does look extremely low. This is in Shreveport, Louisiana. The photograph was taken yesterday on a bridge, and clearly a lot of water missing from that part of the river. I wanted to share with you guys something strange. A viewer by the name of Eric shared with me yesterday. These were sent in by Gary, by the way. Thank you, Gary, for the photos. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the photos you guys send in, by the way. You guys are terrific. And eagle eyes, I'm telling you, you guys are good. The odd things on the blades of grass in Ocala. Ocala was the place where we were sent pictures of these, what looked like a fleet of cloaked flying machines. I mean, I don't know how else you describe that. Those are not random acts of nature. I'm sorry. They're just not. I can't see them like that. This was in a video Tyler at Secure Team 10 put up, actually I think 2 or 3 years ago, of some sort of a incredible flying machine that was witnessed near Boston. And if you look at this compared with these, there is a very stunning similarity, at least in the shape. Whether this thing has different capabilities that we're unaware of, I have no idea, but they do look very much alike. And again, that's Tyler over at Secure Team 10. And if you haven't checked out his videos, I highly recommend you do so. He does a great job, works hard at the videos he puts together. But that right there, to me, is nearly a perfect match. But I'll let you guys decide on that. But here's the grass underneath. Keep in mind, this is Ocala, the grass underneath Ocala. And here's an observation a gentleman made. And he sent this picture to me because he had never seen it before. This picture was taken just a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, from Eric in Ocala. At first, you don't really see too much, right? Looks like maybe somebody's footprint that had sand on it, but it's not the case. Let's go in a little closer. These are some sort of little living organisms that are growing on just this one little area of grass. Look at those things. They all kind of look alike. They're stuck to certain parts of the grass, and they're growing. Weird. I've never seen anything like that either, and neither did the person that took the picture, Eric. That's why he took the picture, because it was so odd. Have you ever seen anything like that? Look at these little things growing on small blades of grass. They're very small, but they look like, I don't know, look like a living organism of some sort. Here you go. Here's a pretty clear image of them right here. Very strange and a very keen observation. And again, this is in Ocala, Florida, right under the area where these strange flying machines have been observed. Actually, they were observed on multiple parts, or in multiple parts of Ocala on that day, both sides of town. So thank you, Eric, for sharing that picture. Wish I could tell you what it is. I have no idea. What else do we have? Some incredible sky phenomenon from out here in Arizona today. I want to get to that in just a minute. But water phenomenon, this is the Baja Sur, Mexico, when the water disappeared right after the supermoon, full moon, just completely vanished. I mean, that's gone for several hundred yards. Here's another look at it here. There's supposed to be water out there, and it was gone for quite some time. Here's another picture from Pekin, Illinois. This is the Illinois River just south of Chicago, and you can see it just doesn't look good at all. This was sent in by John about a week or so ago. So the reason he took the picture is because it definitely looks low on water. I saw the Illinois River a few weeks back, and it was probably 25 feet low in the place that we were at, or at least there was a good 25 feet of the bank that was exposed that normally was not exposed. That just doesn't look right at all. There's definitely some water missing from that area. Here's what the skies look like today out here in Arizona. Look at that. My wife took that picture today going to pick up our son from school. That was in the eastern sky out here in southeast Phoenix. So what they were doing, those lines are being strategically put in the sky. I'm not quite sure. This was observed at that location and this location here. You can see they were making a grid in the sky. Another observation here real quick. You can see this window, these blinds here are burnt. Look at that. I just noticed that in this picture. Those blinds are burnt from the sun. But they're making grids in the sky out here over Arizona today. Here's another example of what was going on in the sky today over southeast Phoenix. This is in the Mesa area taken by Donna. And you can see a plane flying through the sky, and it was following or creating something, a black beam above the aircraft. So somehow or another a shadow was being cast from the airplane or the trail itself, or it was following one. Just looked weird from the ground. You don't see that very often, and that was another good observation of some unusual sky phenomenon that we've been seeing a lot of out here in the past few days, out here in the Arizona area. And I noticed the other day we were getting strange lines in the sky, which, you know, it's not uncommon. We've been seeing this for years, but a gentleman sent me some pictures from Kansas City, Missouri, that they were doing the same exact thing there within hours of the same exact thing going on out here in Arizona. So sky phenomenon continues. Don't know what to make of it. Don't know exactly what they're doing. There's a lot of theories, a lot of conspiracy theories, because none of us really truly know what the purpose is. What is the end goal? What is the result of all of this, you know? Why are you doing this? Is it to benefit mankind, or is it not? You know, it's one or the other. I mean, that's a huge undertaking to spray lines in the sky at different locations all around the world. So it's got to be something global. And a part of me feels like it has something to do with the UV index, the UV coming from the sun. That's just what I think. I think maybe that these are strategically placed, as these obviously are, because maybe there is a breach being detected in the atmosphere from the ozone. This stuff is put in place in a grid formation to maybe absorb some harmful UV that's coming through the atmosphere. That's just an optimistic way of looking at it. You know, I try to be an optimist and I try to see good in everything and everybody, but you know, sometimes it's hard when you don't know. I've entertained 100 different scenarios as to what these things could be. You know, are they spraying us like with chemicals just for fun? I mean, I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. We all have different ideas and opinions on what all this means, but all I know is today they were very active out here in the Arizona area, Phoenix, South Phoenix area, Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler. A lot of lines and a lot of planes. Very, very busy day out here. What else did I have to share with you guys? This was, I know that the quality's not that great, but I want you to listen to this giant hail that was falling in South America near Argentina. The video was taken yesterday. Check this out. Some of these things are huge. Listen. See the people over here looking? Look at that. Watch. People over there running, taking pictures underneath the awnings. It's a big hailstone. That's bigger than a softball. Listen to that. That's pretty much the end of it right there. They caught a few of these things. I don't know if the rest of them went outside the city, but there were some giant hailstones that landed in this community. This small village looks like a town of some sort in Argentina. This was from yesterday, so giant hail falling from the sky. New water anomalies. If you guys could update me on the Maui water anomalies, please. Australia, Virginia Beach, and New York. I think I may already have New York, but if you are familiar with it, just kind of point me in the right direction at least. I would greatly appreciate that. If you haven't checked out the website, by all means do. MrMBB333.com. Good little hub for information, guys. We've got daily reports that are very interesting, updated every day, multiple times a day. Get your solar, wind, space weather, ionosphere here, real-time data, magnetopause, magnetosphere, right over here on the right at these tabs. The solar flux unit is updated daily. The space weather here is in real time. The awesome sky phenomenon photo gallery is updated every day, multiple times a day, and as you can see, there are many new fascinating sky phenomenon pictures that have been submitted in the last 2 or 3 days, and the photo library is growing exponentially thanks to you. So thank you guys for sharing your awesome pictures and videos. I certainly appreciate it. If you haven't bookmarked the site, I highly recommend doing so. And watch for these daily reports. There's some interesting, informative, educational reports in here. There's also some in here that are just kind of for fun too. But if you pay attention, you can learn something here at the Daily Report. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm going to call it a day. I want to thank you for watching. And as always, be safe out there.